Greetings to you all. It is Wednesday today, and I received something from Luther Seminary. I get God Pause from Luther Seminary, and it's a devotional if you don't know what it's all about. But this weekend, one of the readings is from 1 Peter 2, and that reads this: like newborn infants, long for the pure spiritual milk, so that by it you may grow into salvation, if indeed you have tasted that the Lord is good. Come to him, a living stone, though rejected by mortals, yet chosen and precious in God's sight, and like living stones, let yourselves be built into a spiritual house, to be a royal priesthood, a holy priesthood, and to offer spiritual sacrifices acceptable to God through Jesus Christ. For it stands in Scripture, "See, I am laying in Zion a stone, a cornerstone, chosen and precious, and whoever believes in him will not be put to shame." To you then who believe, he is precious. But for those who do not believe, the stone that the builders have rejected has become the very head of the corner, and a stone that makes them stumble, and a rock that makes them fall. They stumble because they disobey the word, as they are destined to do. But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's own people, in order that you may proclaim the mighty acts of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. Once you were not a people, but now you are God's people. Once you had not received mercy, but now you have received mercy. One of the things I want to talk about today is, who are we? What makes us tick? And one of the things that this devotional brings up, the last paragraph of it, is we are an Easter people. We have been transformed from not people into God's people, from merciless into merciful. This little paragraph by Peter says that we are a chosen race. We need to be careful with that. By being chosen, all it means is this: God chose us, and he chose others too. God has chosen all of his people everywhere. And when we realize that, we become a royal priesthood. We become a holy nation. We all become God's own people. And so today, during our time of devotion, let's think about that. What is our identity? And part of our identity comes from our baptisms. When God comes to you and to me and says, "You are so precious in my sight. You are mine. You are a child of God." That is our identity. And so let's think about that as we do our devotions today. Think about your baptismal promise. I am a child of God. And while we're doing that today, I'm just going to give you some time to work with that in your meditation. I'm going to give you lots of time, probably about 5 minutes, to just breathe and soak in the fact that you are a child of God. I am a child of God. That's all we're going to do today. And that makes all the difference in the world. You now have an identity that surpasses all other identities. You're God's. We're going to be okay. So get yourself set up, feet flat on the floor. Find the contact points, perhaps your thighs, maybe right behind your knees, the sit bones, the back, the shoulders, maybe, if you're sitting on a tall chair, maybe even your head. Do you need to make a slight adjustment? Go ahead. Now, just breathe. From here on in, I'm going to give you just 5 minutes. You may change this phrase to whatever you want. Maybe you want to say, I am part of the royal priesthood. I am part of the chosen race. I am part of God's own people. I am a child of God. I don't know, maybe you want to switch off now and then with any of those. Or something else that you might have in your mind that says, I am special because I am, whatever that happens to be. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Breathe and work on the I am statements. Check your mind. Has it gone off? Just gently bring it back to your breath and to the phrase, I am a child of God. Check your mind again. Has it gone astray? Don't judge yourself on this. It's what the mind does. Just bring it gently back to your breath and continue. Breathe in. I am a, breathe out, child of God. I am a child of God. And keep your eyes closed. One of the things we do this for is because we have this strong work ethic as part of our Lutheran heritage, and it is very good. We need a good, strong work ethic, I believe, but sometimes we lose the fact that we are truly somebody special, not because of what we do, just simply because of who we are. This weekend is a very special weekend. It's Mother's Day weekend. Mothers are important certainly for what they have done for all of us. They've given us life. That's pretty special in itself. But mothers are good just because they sit with us. They're just there. And I think sometimes during this COVID-19, we lose our sense of identity because we don't know what to do. And God says to us, wait. Wait. You're special because, seriously, you're just mine. You're precious in my sight. I love you, just the way you are. And I think sometimes we just need to send that message out to people, reminding them this is a time when we lose a sense of who we are because we don't know what we're doing. But remind people that they are precious just because of who they are. You are precious just for who you are. You are a chosen race. You are a royal priesthood. You are a holy nation. You are God's own people. All of those people do things true. But better yet, they are something. You are a child of God, precious and loved by God, loved by your neighbor, just simply loved. You are so loved. So just be. Just be for a couple more minutes. Breathe. I'm going to let you stop. Well, don't stop breathing. I was almost going to say, I'm going to let you stop breathing. That would not be good. But you can start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, wiggle your body around. This text that I read for you today comes from 1 Peter, 2nd chapter, 2 through 10. As you read that, just read it with this identity section. That look at all of the things that Jesus is called a cornerstone. He's called so many different things in this text. We are called the chosen people, the royal priesthood, the holy nation, God's own people. It does not say we are a child of God. That comes someplace else. But you are so incredibly special. Just because you are made in God's image. And don't forget that. And you're special to me. So take care, everyone. Have a good day. We will see you back in church someday. I can't tell you anything about that yet, but someday we will be back there. But for now, just know you are precious. Take care. Have fun. Blow out your candle. Bye-bye.